All right, welcome everyone. We've got ourselves a fresh new series coming at you from the middle of the World Team League playoffs. It is two players that are extremely well regarded. We've got in the bottom right for Team Liquid, it's Clem, and in the top left for the Shopify Rebellion, Scarlett. So this is a match played in the middle of the World Team League. This one looked like it was going to be pretty awesome, so I figured, hey, let's do it. We're going to have a 2-Rax Reaper coming out of Clem here. This is something that hasn't been played very much recently, but it is still a powerful build with a lot of upside. It's a very strong way to play if you can micro those Reapers well, and Clem, he micros about as well as anyone. Scarlett, for her side, is going to be going for a hatch gas pool. Not going to be going for an extractor trick 15 hatch or anything like that. But there is a lot of potential to, well, to come in and mix things up. Scarlett is not continuing to mine gas because she doesn't yet know that her opponent has gone for the 2-Rax Reaper. She just now scouts it. Will scout the command center timing as well. And Scarlett, she is going to still take the very quick 28 supply third hatchery. So she is not going to have a fast ling speed with this. This is going to be the modified Clash opener. So her ling speed is going to be starting up probably shortly. Already losing one ling, though. Good grenade from Clem. And good pick off. But with the ling speed being a little bit delayed, there is strong potential for Clem to get the denial on this base. And I do like this. He's going for additional Reapers in response, I think, to this being a faster hatch. So it's going to be 5 Reapers instead of the 3 or sometimes even 4 that we see. So Scarlett's going to have to cancel this hatchery almost for sure. It is way too far away to save. And her third queen was not particularly fast. Scarlett, if she tries to contest this, could find herself losing more. Clem behind this has already built a third command center. He's got his factory on the way, got a reactor on the way. Grenade's going to help take this down even quicker. Scarlett is taking the base at the pocket location. Clem will, of course, be able to force that cancel. If he finds this base, he can actually re-cancel this, I think. I mean, maybe not. But either way, he's going to go for a skirmish here. I do like the way Scarlett did this. Taking that base, retaking it as quickly as possible. But once again, if Clem... Oh, does he... Okay, he spots it a little bit late. We'll be able to get a decent little grenade on the queens. Ling speed will complete. Oh, one queen does go down. That's already big damage coming in from Clem. Oh my god, another great grenade. Reapers. One of them does go down. Second one trying to be targeted. It will go down. So at least Scarlett gets something, but she's going to lose a second queen as well. And the Lings, they're still not cleaning this up. Oh, Scarlett, though, will be able to get one Reaper. Clem might have been able to jump into the main base and save his units, but Scarlett kind of intercepted. And she, at the very least, will clean this up in its entirety. That Reaper is going to try and escape through. Can it actually... Oh, my God. No way. No way that gets away, right? Right? Scarlett, oh, my God. She can potentially intercept, but she's not going to be able to. Clem. It's not even so much that the Reaper staying alive is that big of a deal, but the mental damage that inflicts is very real. Letting that Reaper get away when you've built so many Lings after already losing multiple queens and having to delay your third base for a while. It's for one, it's honestly very good damage out of Clem, but two, it really hurts Scarlett's mindset. And I think she might have gotten supply blocked here, or she wasn't injecting because her drone count is really not high at this point in the game. Clem getting a massive amount of damage done with those Reapers. And both direct and indirect. Scarlett will have some solid creep spread, which is what she is known for. But Clem's going to get on the map with a couple of medevacs. He's going to start picking away at his opponent. We do have a rather quick layer from Scarlett, but no Baneling Nest just yet. Clem, man, his timings are so sharp. Everything he does is so freaking impressive. Scan comes down, does find the creep tumor. Scarlett, will she be able to shut this down? Nice transfuse on the one queen. She will push this back. And with the Spore Crawler there, at the very least, she's going to make it difficult for Clem to drop back down to the low ground. And as long as she can force this to lift up, which she should be able to do, she'll at least buy herself a little bit of respite. But look at the worker count. She's on 50 drones right now. That is a terrible situation to be in. Absolutely brutal situation for the Queen of Blades. She's going to drone up heavily now, but Clem's, like, he's mining off 3 CCs right now. We will see. Oh, Scarlett trying to get in on top of this. Does push it back. With no combat shields, these Marines are not as survivable as they would normally be. Scarlett did put a little bit of damage into one of the medevacs as well. Okay. She's going range upgrades for the Hydras. This is very interesting. Super intriguing play from Scarlett. She's going up to 6 gases as well, which is rather interesting. So she's going to try and maybe hit... I wonder if she might just hit like a big Ling Hydra timing off 1-1, or is it going to be like setting up for a 2-2 timing? Or is she just going to try and hold and have her Hydras be a little bit more beefy? This is a unique approach, and it could potentially catch Clem off guard, especially if he tries to play straight mine. Widow Mines still do very well against the Lings, but they won't do as well against the Hydras, obviously. We're going to see the multi-prong starting to kick in from Clem, but Scarlett, good defense on the top side. Hydras do get revealed, and Clem starts building Widow Mines. Yeah, I don't think we're even going to see a Baneling Nest, potentially. Scarlett is still droning up. She's gotten up to 80 drones now, so she finds herself in a decent position in this mid-game. Definitely in a competitive spot. 2-2 fired up for Clem, and he starts up the Drilling Claws upgrade. Because it's going to be the ranged upgrades, there will be a bigger reliance on the Hydras for the damage and the fighting potential. Changeling did spot the army, but it was already there. Scan comes down, clears a little bit of creep. Hydras do not have their 1-1 yet. They are fighting at a disadvantage, and a great concave from Clem. Scarlett will try and drive this back, but the Queens, they are off creep. Oh no, Transfuse is not going to be able to save them. 1, 2, 3, 4 Queens go down. Make it 5. Big Widowmine shot on the tail end as well. This is all just before Scarlett's 1-1 kicked in. She also does not have Hydra speed. So that was an extremely cost-efficient fight from Clem. Very well done by the Klemperer. Scarlett still... Okay, she adds on an infestation pit. No 2-2 started up just yet. There's the +2 Carapace. Will it be +2 missile as well? I would kind of expect as much. Clem is going to stim forward on this top side. Will try and take down this base. And the Lings, they're not going to have an easy time dealing with these Widow Mines. They do get a bit of a mind drag onto the medevacs. That wasn't... No, that was still pretty rough for Scarlett. Oh, and meanwhile on the top, the left side, these Hydras are not having an easy go of things. They barely push this army back, but Clem's reinforcements, I think, might just be enough. Oh, big Widowmine shot right there. All the Hydra's going to get cleaned up. Scarlett is going to get absolutely dusted on this bottom side. Spine Crawler goes down in construction. Another one as well. And Clem just pulls back behind his minefield once again. Scarlett. Oh, man, this was looking hopeful for her to start out, but not an easy time of things at all. +1 melee coming on in for Scarlett. She's going to add on an Infestor, couple Infestors. Going to hope to maybe lock down some of her opponent's units and go from there. 22 Hydras have died and 79 Lings. Ooh, little mine drop. Getting a little bit of damage done here. Widow Mine. Oh, that's another 4 drones. Spine Crawlers continuing to try to be added on by Scarlett. Widow Mine does manage to target down the Overseer, but a Fungal Growth provides at least some vision to clear 1 mine. Clem will want to think about the next stage of this game, and he is getting into his 3-3 upgrades and the Ghost Academy. So at least there's that. Baneling Nest coming on in as well. We do have a couple more drones going down. Scarlett, oh man. She is having a tough time dealing with the multitasking of Clem. And Oh, Widowmine does get killed by a Zergling there. Or rather, no. Zergling dies and the Widowmine also dies. Scarlett still has some decent creep spread on the map. On the top side especially, it hasn't been cleared up that much. There we go. As I say that, Clem is starting a little push here, and we'll start to clear up some of that creep. Widowmine retargeting on some Hydras, getting some big shots. One does drag into the medevac. Meanwhile, Spine Crawlers on the top side, they're going to actually help out a lot here. Oh, and there's the detection finally being provided by Scarlett. There's one more mine behind this, but it will get spotted. Or sorry, will not get spotted. And it will survive. Creep spread needs to be replenished on the top side. Going to be easier said than done. We do have that medevac drop coming back in to the pocket base and is going to be able to find some damage. Scarlett, can she target down the medevac? Well, she gets maybe one of them. Clem, oh, drawing Scarlett away. Gets 3 Hydras for free. He's just playing faster. He's just playing faster than she is right now. Big Widowmine shot again on the Hydralisks. Scarlett does still have a lot of money, but it feels like Clem just has all the momentum and all of the tempo. +2 missile and +2 melee both on the way. Ultralisk Cavern coming in from Scarlett as well. Ultralisks can do very well when they have an upgrade lead, but when they have an upgrade disadvantage and your opponent already has Ghosts and Marauders, they're going to have a much more difficult time trading effectively. Ghosts coming on in here as well. Widowmine's getting some big shots, and we also got that Widowmine drop coming in on the top side. Fungal Growth. Oh, that's pretty nice. Catches a couple of Ghosts. Oh, but a big mine shot there on the flanking lanes. Ghosts a little bit caught on the rally. EMP hits one of the infestors, I think. Mine drop did get 6 drones during all this. Clem is really cooking in this game. He is just all over Scarlett, not giving her any time or any respite. Oh, even a burrowed infestor getting scanned and killed there. Clem really restricting Scarlett on this map, starting to clear more and more of this creep out. That's the one thing he could maybe have done better during this game is being more relentless with denying his opponent's creep spread. Oh, fight. Nope, that's just going to be Changelings coming in. No fungal growth opportunity for Scarlett. Chitinous Plating will come on in for the Queen of Blaze. She finally cleans up that mine that was on the creep on the top side. It is very frustrating how mines are more difficult to spot on creep than off it. Feels like you're getting punished for good play, which I've always found to be very counterintuitive. Another mine up on the top side, but we do see an engagement potentially starting on up. There are Liberators being added on now. Even though it's Hydraling Bane, Ghost Liberator Bio is still very difficult to deal with. Even though Hydraling Bane is a fighting composition, we are going to see the Abduct coming in on a couple of Liberators. Ghosts. They're going to get pushed back. Big fungal growth from Scarlett. That's a massive chain fungal. Can she get all these ghosts? She gets them all. That was the fight that Scarlett's been looking for this whole game, and she finally finds a good one. 6 more Ultras in production. How many ghosts do we have on the field is the question. If Scarlett can rally forward and kill a base, well, she needs to do something like that for sure. She has been on the back foot for a lot of this game, but a good fight right there finally gives her an opportunity. There is a Sharking Infestor looking around on the bottom of that map. Clem does have the missile turret here, but it's not super well set up. +3 Carapace coming in from Scarlett. We do have a Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler being built on top of that Widowmine. That's actually very funny. Clem's got to be careful now. He has suffered a bit of a bloody nose with that last engagement. Nice abduct from Scarlett. She's on Ultra Hydra Bane Viper with Infestors kind of sharking around, lurking around. There is this little attack on the left side that will be able to, of course, clean up these spines unless Scarlett comes back over. But more than anything, killing the creep is pretty good. Ooh, Ghosts. We'll be able to get 1 Infestor scan. There's no energy on this Ghost for the snipe, but I mean, it's a good fungal. Parasitic Bomb, double abduct. Kind of a little bit anti-synergistic, abducting the one Liberator that she parasitic bombed, but she's still able to clean up all of those Liberators. Clem was on creep for that whole fight, and he didn't even clear up the creep tumors. So the one thing that I've kind of was critical of is actually causing some problems for Clem. We do see this attack on the left side. Well, it'll clear up 2 of the spines. Scarlett is playing ultra defensive. She has not gone across the map and done anything after doing work to Clem. Maybe going for a bit more of an exhaust play because Clem has already played a couple of maps before this. StarCraft 2 is a map, or is a game of cumulative... It can certainly be a game of cumulative exhaustion. We have +3 missile and +3 melee on the way. Scarlett also getting into a Spire. Clem getting a ton of additional command centers. Both players starting to build a bank now, and the Liberator on the top side will get cleaned up. Good job from Scarlett. She's able to shut that down without suffering any additional losses. She needs to secure more bases, though. She's on 6 bases. Oh, nice abduct on a couple of ghosts. Good job right there as the snipes tried to come down. They do get a kill on an Ultralisk behind it, and a Viper. This is a really tough choke to engage into when there's so many Liberators. Clem has a really nice setup here, but Scarlett's going to go for it. She's going to pull the trigger. And the Liberators will eventually get cleaned up here. Snipes trying to connect, but they're not going to be able to so far. Ooh, good EMP there on the Infestor. Lot of the Ghosts, or a lot of the Ultras did go down. Scarlett trying to remax desperately, but Clem has enough left over to maybe take down this base. Oh, and there it is. Fungal Growth from the back. It's going to be a big one. We did already see 1 or 2 of the Ultras going down. Clem, with the Medivacs, is actually going to be able to just sustain through that. The double fungal was not enough because there wasn't enough damage in the front of the army, and that is a very good engagement from Clem at the tail end. It started out looking very promising. Well, actually, it started out looking very good for Clem, and then for a moment looked very promising for Scarlett, but yeah, there just wasn't enough units on the follow-through. So that fungal growth did not matter too much. Oh, you see a little bit of a misstep by the WTL observer right there. I am not the one observing this match, by the way. But it happens. Those medevacs are perilously low on HP. Even one parasitic bomb could be very scary for that medevac fleet. Clem is definitely outperforming Scarlett in this game. Snipe will get canceled there. Baneling's going to try and move on forward. We do see the Liberators. They're going to get mostly cleaned up here, but the Ghosts do survive. And there's actually still 3 Liberators. No, 4 Liberators. So justice is raining from above. It looks like, yeah, this is going to be too much to handle. Clem, he takes the base down. He's been ahead pretty much the whole game. And he has just been out-trading Scarlett almost constantly. And Scarlett, now her bank is gone. She's not maxed out anymore. And it feels like at this point, there's nothing Scarlett can do. Clem does, Scarlett does manage to land a big fungal growth, but there's too many Liberators here. Even the fungal growth on the Ghosts is not, it's not going to be enough at this point. Scarlett just does not have the supply to fight her opponent's army. Not anymore. And Clem, he is going to take this game almost certainly at this point. Scarlett's going to try and contest this base on the top right. It is her last fresh base. She's been stuck on 6 bases for a while. That was a 1 tick of damage on that parasitic bomb. Connected on every Liberator. And then Clem split away. Kind of feels like this game in a nutshell. A little bit of a microcosm of this game. Scarlett. Oh man, look at those Liberators sieging on up. They do siege in a very precarious position, but once they do get sieged up, you're going to be able to clear out a ton of Hydras. Bailey's on the backside. Will not connect on the Ghosts, not really. And we're going to be seeing GG any moment at this point. Scarlett's supply is completely in the dumps. Clem's bank is, I mean, it hasn't even really been cut into significantly. And at this point, I think we're just waiting for the GG. There's even a nuke being called down on some creep. Clem, he knows he's got this one. He's just going to keep rallying forward. Scarlett. Yeah, there's really nothing she can do at this point. There it is. GG gets called. Clem takes game 1.